we also discussed Jiva is shelter seeking, so we either has to take Maya's shelter or Krishna's shelter.
Correct. And as you have rightly said, Krishna is the most capable master, is the most capable father. So how fortunate we should feel about ourselves. Correct? That's what we are discussing.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, correct, bro. Okay. So let us move further. And also, yeah, we started discussing about this verse. Namam skritano mudha prapadyante naradamaha as maya aparata jnanaha asuram bhavam ashritaha. Four kinds of people, those who don't surrender to Krishna. So Krishna talks about four kinds of people who come to him, and the other four kinds of people, those who don't surrender to Krishna. So the first is dushkritanaha. And what Srila Prabhupada explains, he says dushkritanaha means those who don't follow the Vedic injunctions, or those who don't follow scriptural injunctions. They don't follow that. So that kind of tendency is actually dushkriti. Such people are called dushkritinas. So Shruti is always acting against the scriptural injunctions. The business of current civilization is to break scriptural rules. That's all. So they'll break all varieties of rules. They won't care about any injunctions. Just do whatever you feel like doing. That's what is current civilization is becoming. So he says, by definition, a pious man is one who does not. Uh, who does not? What is that? There's something not complete, I believe.
That's complete. The business of current civilization is to break scriptural rules. That's all. By definition, a pious man is one who doesn't break the rules.
Okay, it doesn't. Okay, it does not. Okay. There must be some standard to distinguish between Duskriti, an evildoer, and Sukriti, a virtuous man. Every civilized country has some scripture. Yeah, that does not matter, whatever it is. The point is that the book of authority, the scripture is there. When it does not follow its injunction, is considered and
Diskriti.
and do I need to guess or you are going to put it? Okay.
I'm sorry, Prabhu.
They
I'm
run
sorry.
out now. Okay. Yes. Yes. Can somebody read further?
Another category mentioned in this verse is Muda, fool number one. The Naradhama is one who is low in the human scale, and Mayaya Pahrata. Nana refers to one whose knowledge is carried away by Maya or illusion. Asuram Bhavam Ashritaha refers to those who are out and out atheists. Although there are no disadvantages to surrendering to the Father, people who are thus characterized never do it. As a result, they are constantly punished by the agents of the Father. They have to be slapped, canned, and kicked severely, and they have to suffer. Just as a
Yeah.
father has to charge.
Just can you wait? Bro, I put this video link also. It can be shared. You can copy it. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
So go
You
ahead.
want me to share it now?
Okay, wait a minute. So the another one is one who is low. Wait a minute. Can you go up? Yeah. So here Prabhupada is talking about Buddha, rule number one. And Naradhama is talking about is the lowest among the humankind, lowest among the human scale, Naradhama. Nar Adham. That means among the human beings, he is the lowest, Naradhama. And Maya Pratagyana is one whose knowledge is stolen by Maya. So actually, Maya Pratagyana, uh, there may be people who are very knowledgeable, maybe very scholarly. No, they may be writing thesis, publishing papers, writing big scientific articles. But their knowledge is stolen by Maya means what? They cannot have conclusive clarity about the the spiritual wisdom. I mean, they don't have any proper understanding about existence of God, about science of soul, about the reality of spiritual world. So they have so much of knowledge, but their knowledge actually is stolen by Maya because they don't have any uh, understanding about the essence of life, the essence of all the scriptural wisdom. They won't have any understanding. So they may be big professor, but they may not have any understanding about difference between body and soul. Prabhupada would talk about Professor Kotowski, how he is big, scientist, big professor. But he was not able to understand the difference between body and soul. Maya apratah jnana. So that the knowledge, the real knowledge about the science of self and God is stolen by Maya. So they cannot understand. They may be big scholar, big IQ they may have, but just still they cannot understand because Maya steals away their real knowledge, which can help them to understand the Supreme Lord and soul and about next life, transmigration of soul, law of karma. They just can't understand that because the intelligence becomes so dull because Maya steals away their knowledge. Asram bhava mashitaha, out and out atheist. Asram bhava. So there are no disadvantages. So yeah, yesterday also we were discussing that so much advantage is there if you surrender to Krishna. You can actually, objectively speaking, all the property which belongs to father belongs to son also. If simply the son obeys the father. So everything is there for the jiva who surrenders to Krishna. Everything you can enjoy. In one sense, if from one angle, if you see. So, but that foolishly he doesn't understand because of his being so foolish. He doesn't understand that ultimately what he is, trying to steal away or exploit is actually is his. It's just like as an obedient son, the father anyway gives everything to the son. So anyway, everything is there for the living. But because of his exploitative attitude, because of his enjoying mentality separate from God, this fellow is actually, just suffering. So by not surrendering to Krishna, one is actually inviting unnecessary troubles, so much of suffering, just because of not surrendering to Krishna. See? So he's saying, although there are no disadvantages of surrendering to the Father, people are thus characterized like that, they will not surrender to Krishna. You see, there's no disadvantage. If you surrender to Krishna, so much advantage is there, and there are no disadvantage also. But still, they don't do that. So he's saying, whether they are constantly punished by the agents of Father, they have to be, what is it? Shaved up, caned, kicked severely. They have to be slapped. Okay, they have to be slapped, caned, kicked severely, and they have to suffer. Just as the father has to chastise his unruly boy. So maternal nature has to employ certain punishments. Yeah, read further.
At the same time, nature is nourishing us by supplying food and other necessities. Both processes are going on because we are sons of the wealthiest father of all. And Krishna is kind even though we do not surrender to him. Yet, despite being furnished so well by the father, the Dushkriti still performs
Hey, Haribol,
unsanctioned
don't
acts.
keep moving, bro. Just keep it stable and read till end.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
little you scroll. Otherwise, you can't understand where you're reading.
yeah.
So
Yet,
don't keep moving. Yes, bro.
despite being furnished so well by the father, the Dushkriti still performs unsanctioned actions. One is foolish if he persists in being punished. One is foolish if he persists in being punished. And one is low on the human scale if he does not use this human form of life to understand Krishna. If a man does not use his life to reawaken the relationship he has with his real father, he has to be considered fallen in the human scale.
He is to be considered. Okay, just wait. So, so maternal nature is also providing so much of facilities. Just like in the jail, the facilities and food, everything is provided. But it's all under punishment. So same way the maternal nature is giving punishment. At the same time, is also doing the duty of providing the food and facilities and accommodation and all that. That is there. It's like as I mentioned, the jail. So both processes are going on because we are sons of the wealthiest father of all. So same way, we are also actually speaking, we are citizens of the state. So the government is actually taking care of us, right? By how is taking care? By providing everything in the jail also. It's like the government, he recognizes they are our citizens and they're put in the jail. And the jail, they're also taken care. But they're also given punishment so that they reform. Same way the material nature also provides for the food, clothing, shelter, everything. But at the same time, the punishment is also inflicted on us so that we learn our lessons. We become obedient sons of Krishna. We become surrendered to Krishna. So both processes are going on because we are sons of the eldest father of all. And Krishna is kind even though we do not surrender to him. So this is Krishna's kindness. Krishna is not abandoning us. Krishna is giving us the chance through material nature. It's like government gives a chance to the citizen through the prison house, right? So it's not disowning, but or not abandoning, but is not. But the government is disapproving the actions and helping the criminal to reform. So same way Krishna is also trying to reform. And as I mentioned in some other class also, Krishna does not directly do that because Krishna is very soft-hearted. So Krishna does it through material nature. But for recruiting us, for attracting us, for claiming us, he comes in a very sweet manner, like through prasadam, through devotees association, through kirtan, through bhagavatam, through Bhagavad Gita. It's all very sweet, you see, very, very sweet. So Krishna is so sweet. He is personification of sweetness. So he tries to reclaim and attract and help the jiva to come out from the ocean of samsara by helping him to get attracted with his sweetness through different ways, through holy name, through prasadam, through association of devotees. So and the punishment part Krishna does through material nature. Yeah. So yeah, despite being furnished well for listening, yeah, and Krishna is kind even though he may not. Yet despite being furnished so well by the father, the Duskriti will still perform unsanctioned actions. Yeah, so Lord takes care of everything, but still the Duskriti evil fellow, the Duskriti fellow. He will unsanctioned action he will do. And that way he will persist in being punished. I mean, he's persisting in being punished because he's foolish. Or if he's when he's actually foolish, if he persists in being punished, yeah, only the foolish people will continue to go on doing those things which is going to lead them punishment. Fool, he is fool. He gets a slap, but still he does the same thing. What you'll say is a fool. Right? Suppose somebody takes a finger, puts in the socket. He gets a sock. But again he puts the finger in the socket. That means what he will say is a fool. Sometimes child is foolish, right? Doesn't learn the lesson. Continues like that. So that's the same way here also foolish. And the Naradhamai doesn't use the human form of life to understand Krishna. So if you're not trying to revive a relationship with our dear father, then we are actually considered Naradhama. That means we are lowest among the mankind, like that. So Krishna makes it, very clear that how these four kinds of people, unfortunately, they don't surrender to. And there are four kinds of people who will surrender that he will also talk in Bhagavad Gita. So that he says, Chaturveda bhajante ma jana sukritona jana artho jigyasu artharthi jnani cha bhartarshivata. Another shloka. So it talks about four kinds of people who take who come to Krishna also. And they are sukriti, they are pious people. They have some sukriti. They have some pious credits. Right? Okay, we'll discuss about it later. So we'll stop here. It's already 7:30. I mean 10 o'clock for all of you. Let's stop. So my voice was little not clear today. I'm having some lack of rest. Should I not sleep properly? Less. I got less rest around. So 3.5 hours only something. So, but anyway, thank you for joining us. Haribol. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Did you are doing the follow-up for UMass?
Oh yeah, I did. I tried calling all of them, but only two of them picked up the call, and two of them will join the class tomorrow at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Who two are there?
One second, I'd have to look it. Shiven Patel and Sahil Vankhat.
Oh, it's you only. Others, everybody else you called?
Everyone else I called, but they did not pick up others.
Again, you can try it calling again. Okay.
Yeah, I tried 2 to 3 times, Prabhu, but
After some time
nothing.
again, you can call. Maybe tomorrow you can
I'll
call.
try tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one person has Indian number. I'm not sure. Like
Okay. We cannot.
Narendra Lakal.
Sorry.
Narendra Lakal. He has Indian number, Prabhu.
Okay. But Narendra told he will come, no?
No, Narendra did not tell he'll come.
Who said?
Sahil and Shiven.
Shivain. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Yeah, you can call on
Okay.
WhatsApp, bro. Indian number you can call on WhatsApp.
Yeah, yeah. I'll do that only. I'm thinking to do that tomorrow morning.
Yes, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.